Breaking news and top stories, world news, US and local vertical bracket NBC News. Number left curly bracket display, none right curly bracket skip navigation. Jump to story headline. MSN. Outlook.com. More. Autos. My MSN video. Careers and jobs MSN now. Weather. Delish. Quotes. White pages. Games. Real estate. Wonderwall. Horoscopes. Shopping. Yellow pages. Local edition. Traffic. Feedback. Maps and directions. Travel. Full MSN index. Bing. News point consites and shows. Today. Nightly news. Meet the press. Dateline. Morning Joe. Hardball. All in. Madhow. Last word. MSNBC. Number site header number sections left curly bracket margin right 8bx right curly bracket. Home. US. World. Politics. Business. Sports. Entertainment. Health. Tech. Science. Travel. Local. Weather. News.com updated 10:38 a.m. at September 6, 2013. Number top stories point grid H2 left curly bracket font size 190% right curly bracket number top stories point grid H4 left curly bracket font family Arial sans serif font size 115% right curly bracket number top stories point grid H6 left curly bracket font size 75% right curly bracket number cover number top stories left curly bracket margin bottom -11bx important right curly bracket number cover number top stories div point grid left curly bracket min height 220bx right curly bracket slash gridlet slash number cover number top stories div top gridlet left curly bracket height 110bx min height 110bx margin bottom 15bx clear both padding bottom 0 important right curly bracket point I number cover number top stories div top gridlet left curly bracket height 115bx right curly bracket number top stories point gridlet point content left curly bracket background non-important right curly bracket number top stories point gridlet point content left curly bracket border right none right curly bracket number top stories point gridlet point content left curly bracket background non-important right curly bracket number top stories point gridlet point label left curly bracket height 0bx important right curly bracket point I number top stories point grid point W1 to 5 point norap point text left curly bracket width 239bx important right curly bracket point Firefox point TSB dotted point label left curly bracket margin bottom 10bx right curly bracket number top stories point gridlet point label left curly bracket background none border bottom 1bx dotted number AAA margin bottom 20bx right curly bracket number top stories point gridlet point label dot no dash border left curly bracket border bottom non important margin bottom 10bx right curly bracket number top stories point gridlet number cell 1 number top stories point gridlet number cell 2 number top stories point gridlet number cell 3 number top stories point gridlet number cell 4 left curly bracket padding top 0bx right curly bracket number slider ag left curly bracket display none right curly bracket top stories Obama to address nation on Syria Tuesday. Pablo Martinez Monsiváis, AP. Facing growing opposition to military action, President says that failing to respond to chemical weapons attack would send the wrong signal to rogue nations, authoritarian regimes and terrorist organizations. President denies reports of mission creep. U.S. orders embassy workers out of Beirut. Syria rebels portray burning U.S. Capitol on Facebook. Hezbollah pays price for supporting Assad. Also making headlines. Today. Exclusive. Interrogation.